Hey, oh my goodness, you guys, it's so freaking hot out here. Taking a walk. We're about to go back in the house. And, chit-chats, I just got off my live on my other account, my Team Pay Daily account. And so I'm live over here. Turn on the light. Where's the light at? Okay. Whew. I don't know why this is open. Why is this door open? You know what? I'm gonna leave it open. I'm not sure why it's open. All right. Hey. Oh my gosh, you guys. I was out taking a walk. It's so freaking hot out. So I'm glad to be back in the house. Okay. All right. Here we go. Let me put this chair over here. Sit right here for a few minutes and chat with you all. Alright. So I was live for a little while on my other page, on my Team Pay Daily. I just came back in the house, but came in through the basement, so I'm sitting in the basement. It's super cool in here. It is burning up upstairs. And I'm gonna go in my office, but the door was closed in my office room. So it's a little warm in there. Let everything cool down. But probably the number one thing that needs to cool down is me, because I'm the hot one. All right, you guys. Do me a favor. Take your finger, tap on the screen. That's so good. Water, so refreshing, so pure, so lovely. It quenches your thirst. All right, what are you guys up to today? Come on in the room, come on in the room. Y'all, come on in the room. I need a theme song. Like my Go Live theme song. It's going to be something like, come on in the room. Y'all, come on in the room. So if you don't know me, my name is Kara. I am a serial entrepreneur. I'm a mom of 6. I'm a digital marketer and a whole bunch of other fun and cool stuff. And I am on a mission to set people free from the stress, strain, struggle, and all of the things. What are y'all doing? How are you doing? Let me know where you're coming in from. Hey, Boss Mom Solutions. Hey, Lo. Hey, Gary. Hey, DS Madison Life. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Take your finger, tap on the screen. That'll help send this live out to more people. Also, if you haven't done your daily heart me, go up there, right there where my name is, and that little orange button right there. So if you're on lives and you hear people talking about the daily heart me, that's where it's found. It's on that orange little button. That lets TikTok know that you're here, that you're engaging, that you're somebody that supports other people and all that good stuff. So if you're somebody who wants to go live, you want to be in the TikTok shop or the creator rewards or the pilot program, or you're a digital marketer or an affiliate marketer like what I'm doing, or you have anything that you want to promote or share online on TikTok, then you need to engage. You need to do all of the things when you're on people's lives, everything that the live host asks you to do, whether it's me or someone else. Hey, user, a whole bunch of numbers. Go ahead and do it. So when I'm saying tap on the screen, take your finger right where my forehead is and just tap gently. Don't tear your phone up, and tap on the screen, and that will send this live out to more people. So when you see the hearts going up the screen, like see hearts going up the screen, that is this live being shared out in the TikTok universe. All right, so I'm going to set my timer for 30 minutes. And hang on, I'll be right back. Just in case my phone conks out, I'm not going away. I'm just 30 minutes. And hang on, I'll be right back. Just in case my phone conks out, I'm not going away. I'm just going to set conks out. I'm not going away. I'm just going to set Phew. All right, I got the timer set. Hallelujah, praise the Lord. I'm just gonna sit here and cool off. When I tell y'all that it is super freaking hot out here, I'm up here in the mountains of Virginia. You would think that it would be cooler. No, it's not. Maybe because we're close to the sun. I don't know. All I know is it's freaking hot. So, welcome in, everyone. Let me know where you're coming in from. If you don't know me, my name is Kara. I am a serial entrepreneur. I'm a mom of six. I'm a world traveler and a whole bunch of other fun and cool stuff. I'm on a mission to help 100 families this year. This one right here, this year, get free from whatever it is, the 9 to 5, the daily grind, the stress, strain, the struggle bus, whatever it is for you. I'm here to help set you free. Now, here's the thing. Maybe you love your job. Maybe you hate your job. It doesn't really matter. Maybe you don't have a job at all. Maybe you just want what I wanted. I wanted more money, more time, and more freedom to spend with my kids. And I'm an empty nester, so my babies are grown-ups. But I wanted more time to spend with them. And so I can do that. I have big goals, big dreams, big things that I want to accomplish. Maybe you have big goals, big dreams, big things you want to accomplish. Maybe you just have a small goal that you want to accomplish. Maybe you have big goals, big dreams, big things you want to accomplish. Maybe you just have a small goal that you want to accomplish. Their own things that they want in this. So let's go ahead and sit over here by the desk. Let's pull up a seat. Put my feet up. Relax for a little bit. And if you noticed my hair, I don't know, should I take my hair? I don't want to, because my hair, let me see. See right here? Can y'all see my hair right here? How it's red? Now, let me tell you something. My mother was a natural redhead. Beautiful, pretty curly red hair. And my dad's hair was super duper black. My hair is really, really black. Now, I love having it blonde. I change my hair all the time. I like the blonde hair. I like the black hair. I like all the hair. I just like my hair. So I used to bleach it. And then the last time I bleached my hair, which is probably like maybe 4 or 5 years ago now. It might be longer than that. Anyway, it's a while ago. I made my hair come out. I was like, oh my God, my hair is breaking off like crazy. So I cut the top of my hair, right? Which was probably, it was probably a little longer than my hair is right now, right? And I cut it super short on the top. And then it took a while for it to grow back, and then so I was like, okay, I'm not gonna do that again. So if I want my hair blonde, I'm just gonna get me cute little blonde wigs, which I like because I like my hair like that. I don't know, it's cute, especially in the summertime, right? I like it a little lighter, but I love my black hair too. So I'm starting to get these silver highlights. Like the whole joint was like silver. I'm like, oh my God, I don't like that. Like I don't like that. It's not like, I wouldn't mind if it was like silver all over, or dare I say gray. If it was like that all over, it was like one tone or a couple of tones, but it had like the silver joint I'm from Philly, so if you hear me say like one tone or a couple of tones, but it had like the silver joint I'm from Philly, so if you hear me say joint, that's a Philly word, which literally means pretty much anything. You can call a girl. If you see a girl, you're like, check out that joint. If it's a pair of shoes, check out that joint. Or did you call the joint about the joint? You gonna give me that joint? What's up with that joint? So it literally is a word that encompasses pretty much everything. And it's pronounced J-A-W. It's J-A-W-N. Joint. We say joint. Philly joint. All right. So anyway, it's not. And it's pronounced J-A-W, it's J-A-W-N, Join. We say Join, Philly Join. All right, so anyway, it's not joint because some other people in different places, they'll say it's a Philly joint. No, 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 no. John, J-A-W-N. All right, so anywho, so anyway, talking about my hair, it was like silver, A. I hate that word. It was like all these different shades, and then it was like brown, and light brown, and then black. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't take it, so I'm gonna color it. And so I decided I was gonna make it like a. If I wanted to put blonde, like I would just put like some blonde like weave. If y'all don't know what weave is, go look it up because I don't have all day to explain it. So I would put like weave is go look it up because I don't have all day to explain it. So I would put like some weave pieces like just to intersperse it with my hair. So I have the blonde highlight that I like. I would put like some weave pieces like just to intersperse it with my hair. So I have the blonde highlight that I like, but then just have my hair out, right? So you use black. Is it really the hook up anyway? I'm gonna hook it up anyway, so it's gonna look nice when I'm finally done with it. But I didn't want to put like more chemicals on my hair. And I know some people are like, don't put chemicals on your hair and blah 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 blah. Okay, I get it, I understand. But I wasn't gonna put any more hair color on my hair until I like gave it a rest. I want to do a protein treatment so it can be like really healthy because it's not bad now. Like my daughter's hair was down to her butt. She just got it cut Saturday. She just got it cut Saturday, so it's like the middle of her back now, little above the middle of her back, right? So, and her hair super duper freaking thick. Oh my gosh, her hair is so thick. I don't know why we're talking about hair, because if y'all know, I'm over here doing digital marketing. So let me know. Let me give you guys some shout outs. Welcome in, welcome in. Hey, Boss Mom, hello, Gary, Link. Let me go from the bottom up, actually. Hey, D. Madison Life, Charles String, Maya, Lacey, Hollow, Chrissy, Futu, Ronald, Faye, Vicky, Hank, user whole bunch of number, Paulette Jackson, Boss Lady, a touch of Chaz. So some of your names might be cut off, so that's the part I can read. Red Thomas, Lonnie, user whole bunch of names, Lanika, Gary, Lowe, welcome, welcome, welcome in, y'all. Thank you for hopping on here. You could be anywhere in this whole wide world, and y'all chose to be here with little old me. So shout out to all of you. All right, so I'm going to tell you guys, I was on my live earlier. I set my timer for 30. Okay, let me back up. TikTok has a sweet spot when you go live. So for any of you that like to go live, TikTok has a sweet spot. And that sweet spot is 25 minutes. That's when they kind of start pushing your lives out to people. That's when so that's when they start paying attention that you're on live. Okay. So also taking your finger, tapping on the screen helps send this live out to more people. So if you see, it's like a thing that says popular live. You can tap on there and that'll send this live out to more people. That helps me. It also helps you. Again, especially if you're somebody who wants to get into TikTok Shop, Creator Rewards, pilot program, all this stuff. I don't really know because I don't do that. I'm eligible for it, but I don't do it. What I do is digital and affiliate marketing. What I do is show people how to make MONEY rhymes with honey from their phone. That's what I do. That's what I do. I teach people how to get the digital ducats and make that online moolah from their phone. And how do I know it works? Because it worked for me. It works for me. And inside, I'm in two communities, right? I'm doing Legacy Builders and DWA, which is Digital Wealth Academy, right? Inside of my communities, we've got 50,000 plus people inside of my awesome, amazing Legacy Builders community. So shout out to all my DGs. And inside DWA, I think Now, I don't look at these programs as competition or anything like that. The reason I got into DWA as much as I absolutely love Legacy Builders is because DWA is in 6 different languages. I have friends and family that speak Spanish and French, and they're always friends and family that speak Spanish and French, and they're always like, "Do you have something like that I can do?" And I'm like, "No, I don't have anything." And then I'm like, "Oh, this is something where I can help a lot of people, right? I can help other people that English is not their first language and they can make an income." Now, Legacy Builders program, we are international, is all over the world, but it's only in English. We are international, is all over the world, but it's only in English. They're adding Spanish, but to my knowledge, it's not in Spanish yet. It's coming soon though. So that's exciting. But so here's the thing. If you've been watching me, if you've been watching these other people, and you're like, okay, everybody's all here talking about, I'm making all this money from my phone, and I'm only working a couple of hours a day, and blah, blah, blah. And you're like, it is nice. It is nice to not only be able to earn an income from your phone and to be learning new skills, but to be helping other people do the same. We've got so many success stories inside of our community. It's amazing. So I'm actually going to tell you. So when I hopped on here, I didn't actually have like exactly what direction I was going to go because early on my Team Pay Daily account, I was telling them about what digital marketing is. So, hey, if you're not following me, follow me back. I will follow you as long as you're your account. Also, let's get connected. Go up there to the link in my bio. Put in your information. That's how we're going to connect. I know it goes down in the DMs, but not over here. No, not on my account. Because there's so many spammers, scammers, and sugar daddy. And as much as I love TikTok, they do a horrible job at weeding these people out. And so I've literally got about 300 fake people in my DMs right now. One day I'm going to pull up, I'm going to have my other phone and I'm going to pull it up and show you guys how many of these fake accounts there are. It's just ridiculous. Do you, or they've been taught to market their programs by spamming people's DMs, right? They don't even get to know. They'll just send you a friend request or a follow or whatever. And then as soon as you follow them, or depending on if you see this on the other platforms where you make friends, they'll send you a friend request, they'll make friends, they'll say like 2 or 3 things, and then they'll go, or they don't even do that. They'll just make friends and then send some offer to you that I'm like, I'm not even looking at this because I have no idea what this is. You didn't even bother to say hello. Like, I know I don't want to work with you because you didn't even bother to say hello. I don't care what you're selling. I don't care if it's the best thing since sliced bread. I don't want to work with you because you're not even polite. Okay, so that's a nice way to put it. So we don't do Okay, so that's a nice way to put it. So we don't do that over here. We don't do any chasing people. We do what's called attraction marketing. Attraction marketing is just like how you guys found me. That's how people are going to find you. And we teach you that inside of my program. Also, we have 4 different done-for-you programs, right? 100, 300, 600, 900. I encourage everybody to go up there to link in my bio, put in your information, and get started with the 300 program. It's the Daily Pay Blueprint. You'll see it when you go in there. You're not going to do 300 a day because we have installments, so you're going to do 75. And depending on the option you pick, you may even do less than that. So you'll see it when you're back there, when you go on my page. But besides that, that's how we're going to be connected, right? So if it's something that you look at and you're like, it's not really for me, that's cool too. I ain't mad at you. And here's the reason that I don't have to be mad at you, because it doesn't matter. There are billions with a B of people. I think it's 5 point some odd billion people on social media. There's 5 point some odd billion people on social media. So there's no way. There's only, inside my Legacy Builders program, there's only 50,000 of us. We couldn't even reach all of the people that are on social. This is like something that will never be oversaturated. Why? Because new people are coming online every day. Somebody who just got old enough to get a TikTok account is on here. Somebody who's old and they and their grandkids like was like my mom, pop, whatever they call them. You need to be on social media so you can connect with the family and da 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 da. And they set them up so new people come online every day. This is why we don't have to chase people. This is why we don't have to DM people with the, oh, I see you're into digital marketing and master resale rights and you're in affiliate marketing too. Now, no disrespect if you've been taught how to market that way, it's okay. It's okay if you've been taught to market that way. But here's what I would say. At least come to somebody with like a genuine wanted with them before you just start slamming them with your like spammy messages, because that's where a lot of people have trouble getting people to do whatever it is they want them to do, right? Because they hit them with all this spammy stuff. Want them to do right because they hit them with all this spammy stuff, and nobody wants that. Nobody wants to feel like it's kind of like, ugh. Like think about yourself. Go up there, hit the link, put an email. Now, you don't have to wait for the email. There's a little short video from my mentor, Michelle, who made 1 mil in 17 months on this exact same platform using this exact same program. And here's what we do. 2 hours a day. You need a cell phone, you need Wi-Fi, you need to be coachable. Coachable is very simple. It's not complicated. It just means whatever they tell you to do A, you do A. Do B, you do B. Do C, you do C. Now, don't do what I did and what some other people have done. Hey, farm girl, don't do D and then A and then back to C. Don't do it like that. Follow the process. I'm a very process-oriented person. And so here's what I know is usually when people aren't successful in something that's a step-by-step proven system and it's a process, it's because they're not following the process. That's the number one thing. If you're following the process and you're consistent, you have got to win. You gotta win, no matter what. Now, when I upload this to YouTube, watch them give me a copyright violation. Like, oh, you was singing the DJ Khaled song, and and now we're gonna have to was singing the DJ Khaled song, and and now we're gonna have to mute your thing, or we're gonna have to just show it to a few. Is something you can do if you're ready to take control of your life and your finances and all that good stuff. Like people are always telling you, this is it, right? So my friend Daryl Hannah, I just joined Daryl's coaching today. So if any of you are on Legacy, I just joined Daryl's coaching today. Time out. Hey, Yeza, Zeb, Charles, User, Maya, Lacey, Kate, Holla. Hey y'all, hey, welcome in. So I just joined one of the leaders in our program, Daryl. I just joined his mentoring program today because he's going to be helping me get better. I just joined his mentoring program today because he's going to be helping me get better with telling my story, and he's just an awesome guy. So I'm glad to be connected. Now, here's the thing. Some people will be like, well, why would you mention somebody else? Because what if people go to I don't care. Again, there's 5 billion people on social media. If one person says, well, I'm going to go work with such and such instead of you, that's okay. I just want people to succeed. So go do what works for you is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Okay? So I'm going to tell y'all 3 because my phone is going to die in a little bit. I have 29% battery. And I'm going to check my timer. So y'all is going to die in a little bit. I have 29% battery. And I'm going to check my timer. So y'all hang out. All right, I'm back. I like to wait a couple of seconds when it glitches out because this, for some reason, when you come back on after it glitches out, the sometimes it won't be in sync. So it'll be like back in the day we used to watch these old karate movies, and it would be like, "Did you see that bad guy? Which way did he go?" And then so it's like that. All right. So anyway, let me tell you about three of the people inside of my community. I already told you about one, which is Daryl. Let me tell you Daryl's story. Well, Daryl was a welder. He was a welder for like I guess 20 years altogether. And he was like employee of the year, employee of the month, all of this stuff, oh, you're doing a great job. We love you, blah, 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 blah. All of this stuff, right? And so he goes into work one day. Now, I think he was making, I forgot what he was making, but he wasn't making a whole bunch of money. Like he said, he was behind in his bills. He was stressed out. I think his wife's car was about to die. It was just a whole lot of stuff going on, and they did not have much groceries in the refrigerator. They didn't have any groceries, right? So he goes to work on a Tuesday. Now, this is after him putting in overtime, doing all of the things that it takes for you to be employee of the month. And I think he was working 6 days a week and like 100 degrees in this factory as a welder. So y'all can imagine. In Tennessee. So it's already hot as you know what down there in the first place. So he goes into work one day and they're like, oh, come in the office, blah, blah, blah. Oh, by the way, you're fired. We're letting you go. We're going in a different direction. All this crap. So he leaves. And he walked out of there with like nothing. He ended up losing pretty much everything, ended up in a homeless shelter, having to start all over. And he was just determined, like, I am never going to get another job. I'm going to figure something out because nobody's going to be able to do that to me again. So he started doing insurance, and he had like -$6 in his bank account when he found this program. And so fast forward to just about 2 years later, I believe, Daryl has been able to make, I think it's 600,000 inside of this program. I know it's over 500 inside of this program, and he's building a dream house. Imagine that, from a shelter to a dream house. Yes, I just love that story, right? And he's one of 14 kids, by the way. So anybody can do this. Okay, so then here's my next story. It's sort of like Daryl's, but with a twist. And it's tough. So Daryl got to work straight away and started making income right away. Right? I forgot how many days it took, but it didn't really take him that long to start to see income. Okay, so then another guy in our community who's also now one of the 6-figure leaders in our company. These guys are going on. They're over half a mil. Okay, this guy, he was a big muckety muck. He was like helping them set up stores all over the country. He was gone all the time, but he was making a good salary, right? Making a good salary. I'm sure it fits all this kind of stuff. But he was making a good salary, right? Making a good salary. I'm sure it fits all this kind of stuff. He also had kids. His kids were growing to college and all this kind of stuff. And so he's sacrificing every minute to earn this and all the stuff was doing, and not having enough time with his family either. So he was saying he missed all of the sporting events, all of that stuff, because when he would come home on like Monday, all of the stuff with the kids happened over the weekend. So he goes into work one day, same freaking thing. They tell him, well, by the way, we are we're going in a different direction and you are fired, out of here, right? So now the difference with Tim was Tim had, because it was such a good job, he had a severance package. He had some money set aside in savings and different things. So he wasn't immediately like, oh my God, what are we going to do? We're broke. But he still was stressed. He still had that same mindset as Daryl. Like, I'm never going back to another job where they can do this to me again. And he went on different job interviews. He got like offers from different corporations to come in and do what he had done at Best Buy. And he was like, nope, I don't want to do that anymore. I want to have time with my family, with my beautiful wife, with my kids, right? Who can relate to that? Okay. That's what I wanted. I wanted more money, more time, and more freedom to do things with my kids. Now I'm sort of in a different situation, but I want to have more money now to travel. I want to help other people. Situation, but I want to have more money now to travel. I want to help other people. I just want to make a difference in the world. But I want to have more money now to travel. I want to help other people. I just want to make a difference in the world. And so that's my thing, right? So that was Tim and Daryl's stories. Two different guys, different parts of the country. Tim is in California. Daryl was in Tennessee. Tim is from Pennsylvania, but he's a Philly guy. Like I'm a Philly girl. He's from Philly, but he's like a California surfer dude now, and he's got this great hair and all this stuff. Anyway, so that's the story with these two guys. Now I'm going to tell you about two other people, and then I'm going to hop off here. I'm actually going to tell you about our founder Michelle, and then I'm going to tell you about me. Okay, so our founder Michelle, she had been doing it was for but anyway, she was selling like lip gloss and stuff, and she was doing really well. And like she said, she had to put in a lot of time, a lot of hours to make that happen, because when you're selling a lip gloss where maybe you get like $9, let's say you get $9 for one lip gloss, you've got to sell 100 of those lip glosses to make $900. When she found this program and she found out she only needed to sell one of our top selling product to earn 900, she's like, wait a minute. And then she said, when she was thinking about it, she was like, so the company she was working for, the network marketing, she was doing well in that, but she was struggling because it was a lot, and she's got 6 kids and 5 grandkids, and so she was putting a lot of time, a lot of hours. So even though she wasn't having to go to a job, she still didn't have that time freedom. And so she said, she was struggling. She was failing miserably. She felt like her daughter got sick. She's like, how am I going to pay these hospital bills? The network marketing company that she was working for that was covering her bills suddenly changed the comp plan on them. And all of a sudden they thought they were going to give them more money. Turns out they were cutting her income in half. Can you relate to that? Like, can anybody relate to just having a job loss or something like that? Or maybe you were in a situation with somebody and you lost half of your freaking income. That's what happened to her. And she was a single mom. And so she found this program. And before that, she was literally crying and praying, like, help me, Lord. And she was like, what can I teach anybody? How to be a hot mess express in your 50s, how to be a failure in your 50s. She found this program. Fast forward, she started a brand new account from zero on TikTok and was able to make $1 million in 17 months. Shout out to my girl. Yes, whoop, whoop. So that was Michelle's story. Now let me tell you my story. Okay, I'm a mom of 6. I'm a world traveler. I'm a serial entrepreneur. My name is Kara, if you don't know. And here's a bit of my story, right? So I grew up. My dad was in the Air Force, so we traveled all over the world. I've been traveling since I was a little kid. Before I was even 2 years old, I started traveling. I had my first business. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I've had some kind of business venture going since I was 5 years old. My dad set me up with my first little shoe shine stand when I was 5 years old, and I sold lemonade and all this other stuff. Okay, so then fast forward, I meet my ex-husband. We start this company, and we turn this thing from a little startup in our bedroom into a multi-million-dollar corporation. So, and it was hard. I actually enjoyed 90% of the stuff I did in the business. I actually loved it. I didn't have a problem with it. I actually loved it. And so it was an IT company. Now I'm not techie. I didn't do any of the tech stuff. I could barely turn on my computer. So you guys can Google. You see my name right up there, Kara Ravel's Consulting, which you see right up there is my last name. So it's part of the Freedom of Information Act. So everything I'm telling you, I'm real transparent. It's true. It's obvious. Like, this is who I am, what I've done, whatever. Okay, so fast forward, I'm doing this thing. We got this great company, got the nice. I had what a lot of people would consider a dream life. But how many of y'all know that sometimes what looks like a dream to somebody else could actually look like a nightmare for you? I mean, I know people can relate. I'm not the only one. I know some of you can relate when some people think your life is a dream, but it's actually to you a nightmare. That's what was happening with me. So I ended up walking away. Life blindsided me. Boom, boom. I ended up walking away from that with my mom and my 6 kids and my sanity, and I do not regret it. I never looked back, not once. Now, here's the things, of course, I was sad about. That I was sad that the marriage broke up because, of course, everybody wants, when you get married, most people, you want the happily ever after, right? When you get married, most people, you want the happily ever after, right? I was sad that my kids weren't going to have mom and dad, together forever and all that kind of stuff, right? I was sad that a lot of things that should have happened didn't happen. I was sad that there was like a sense of betrayal, and I'll leave it at that. But it was a toxic situation for me, so I walked away, and it's one of the best things I ever did, you guys. But it was hard. I was scared. I didn't know what I was gonna do. I had no idea. Some nights I went to bed and I didn't eat because after I fed the kids, there was nothing for me to eat, right? But it was okay because I knew God had a plan. I didn't know what the plan was. And I talk to people all the time and they're like, oh, I would have never done that. And they're like, okay, cool. You wouldn't have done that. But I know what I did. I know what I had to do. I know what I was shown that I needed to do. So I did it. And it was not easy starting over, right? Most of the time, starting over, whether it's a job loss, whether it's a relationship, friendship, family, whatever, it's not always easy starting over, but sometimes it's necessary. And so it was necessary for me to start over, and I'm okay with that. So then fast forward, okay, after that, I'm like, all right, so I was doing other business ventures. So some of you, especially on this Kara Revel's Crittenton page, you may know me from the entertainment industry. I was doing a lot of stuff in the music industry, different things like that. So people know me from that. People know me from like doing some speaking and things like that, right? But I'm like, okay, what am I going to do? So I went through a bunch of different things trying to just figure stuff out. Trying to figure out not only how to help myself, but how to have the life that I wanted, how to one day be able to do something awesome for my kids, and and then also to be able to help other people, because it's always been a huge thing with me all of my life to help other people, right? Even when I was a little kid, I've always been the one that was always helping people. People always came to me with their problems and stuff like that, so I was always that person. So here we go. I got a product. So I was doing this product, weight loss product, right? Because I got into like this venture, and it's awesome. I love the product, love the program, love the people. Me is the number one female network marketer in the whole world. Shout out to Stormy Wellington. Gotta shout her out because she is so consistent and she's so concerned. But here's the thing. I didn't want to have to call people down. I didn't want to track down friends and family. I didn't want to do any of the traditional things that they tell you to do in network marketing. I didn't want to recruit anybody. I didn't want to be in the DMs. I didn't want any of that. So when I found this program, it was, as my mentor Michelle says, it was a breath of fresh air, literally. I was like, wait a minute. I saw a post from my friend Tracy, right? And she said that she wasn't even here. It was on FB. And she was like, she was working 2 hours a day from her phone, making $600 a day. No MLM, no uplines, no downlines, no cold calling, no messages, no chasing down friends and family. No downlines, no cold calling, no messages, no chasing down friends and family. Sorry, y'all, that was my timer. And then she's like, and I could start with $100. Are you serious? Sign me up. Sign me up. So I started with that, and immediately I was like, oh dang, I should have done the thing. So then I upgraded and whatever. And so that's why I'm gonna encourage you guys. If you're not following, follow me back. My phone is gonna die in a few minutes. Go up there to the link in my bio, put in your information, let's get connected. Because like I said, it goes down in the DMs, but not in my DMs. The only only way you're going to get connected with me in the DM is if you just go ahead and put your phone number in, and then I'll text you. Other than that, you need to go to the link in my bio, put in your information. I will never DM you first. I will never, I don't WhatsApp, I don't do Telegram, or any of that stuff. I'm never going to ask you for this. I don't do crypto trading, none of that. So if anybody's asking you about your trading, if any of you is like, I see you're into digital and affiliate marketing and it looks like me, it's not me. It's not me, because I don't do any of that stuff. So that's it, y'all. Those are my 4 stories for y'all tonight. I want to do a different series. I was watching, because I like to watch other creators and stuff. And this lady was talking about one of the things that you can do on your page is create like a series. So I think I might do some kind of story time where I'm kind of just telling people's testimonials, because story time where I'm kind of just telling people's testimonials, because there's so many people whose lives are being changed in this program. I'm telling you, we've got stay-at-home moms. We've got people from 17 to 85. There's a lady on here who literally goes live, and she's 85, and she goes live, I think 4 times a month, they said, and she teaches people how to knit. How to knit. And she does it in her, like, senior living thing or whatever it is. But I'm just telling you, like, you don't have any excuses. Throw all your excuses out the window. You can start this program tonight with as little as go in there, put the link in my bio. But this is what I encourage everybody to do. Start with the 300 at least. Start with the 300. That's going to give you 2 streams of income. You're going to have the 300 and the 100. You're going to do an installment plan. You're only going to pay 75, and you're going to have access to 400 coming back to. You're only going to pay 75, and you're going to have access to 400 coming back to you, right? Once you do what you're supposed to do. And you can have this set up and be in profit mode in a couple of days. We actually have a system that I'm about to do it again. I'm about to redo it. It's called 7 Days Launch to Profit. So I'm going to do it, and I'm going to walk through it. I'm going to do it every day, and that's my goal. That's my goal. And just show you guys how it works so that you can see it. You can see it. And I would love for you to be doing it with me. All right, y'all. So that's it. Again, my name is Kara. If you're not following me, follow me. Let's get connected. How are we going to get connected, y'all? You're going to go up there to the link in my bio, right where my name is. You're going to tap on that screen twice. It's going to send you to my website, www.teampaydaily.com. www.teampaydaily.com. You're going to get an email from me. Check your spam, check your promotions, and check your junk folder, because it may go there. I know I didn't add an ebook, and I was looking for the ebook, and I'm like, I didn't get my book, and it was in the junk folder, promotions, whatever, and it wasn't junk. But that's how this, depending on your email server. All right, y'all, I'm off of here. Thank you for joining me, and I am excited, and I will catch y'all again live tomorrow, because I do go live every single day on TikTok. Yesterday, I was really proud of myself. I went live 2 times yesterday. What? And this is part of my 2-hour workday. It's so simple. Here, let me tell you how the 2-hour workday. Then I'm going to get off here because my phone is at 17%. Here's the 2-hour workday. You make 3 pieces of content. What's content, Kara? I don't know what content is. I'm about to tell you, because you're probably already doing it. Content is just anything that you post on your social media. That's it. If you post a picture, if you've uploaded a picture of your dog, cat, a video, if you shared a video, if you wrote a post, if you put some text or anything like that, that is content. That's all content is. They make it all complicated. That's all content is. So if you've done any of those things, you, my friend, are a content creator, shout out. And so that's it. We make 3 pieces of content. We go live, and you can go live for an hour a day, 30 minutes a day. We really recommend an hour, but don't be worried if you don't want to go live. You don't. You can do faceless marketing. You never have to show your face. Faceless marketing would be like, see, I got these books behind me in this little plant because I'm fixing up this little office space here. And I could just have words going down the screen. If you look on my page, you'll see a bunch of videos with me or my flowers because I just go pick flowers out of the garden and and arrange them and stuff. Right, my parents were florists, but that's another story. So that's content. It can be anything. You don't have to show your face if you don't want to show your face. You don't have to talk on the screen if you don't want to talk on the screen. Here's something that I've done more than once is you don't have to talk on the screen if you don't want to talk on the screen. Here's something that I've done more than once is like somebody in my community, the leaders, I'll go because they encourage us, use their videos, share their videos, duet them, do all of the things. Why? Because we want to see everybody win. Because this is not network marketing and affiliate, digital, it's not network marketing or MLM. We don't have to compete against each other. So we can purely be here for community and to support each other. 50,000 plus of us. And we support each other consistently, right? I hop on people's lives all the time. Yesterday when I did the live, I went on Christina Bell, and then I went over to Mary. I forgot what Mary's handle is, but I went over to her live and I watched her live and then I shared it, part of it with them, the people that were on my live. So we support each other and it's a beautiful thing. There's not too many places you can go where people support each other, like especially nowadays, especially in the U.S. I mean, we're black, we're white, we're Hispanic, we're Asian, we're Latino, we're whatever you want to say. We are all of that. We're like the rainbow. We're like the United Nations all in one place, right? We literally have people from South Africa, New Zealand, Central America. I mean, all over Mexico, everywhere. Where was this place? I think it was not Iceland, the Netherlands. I mean, just people all over the place. Canada, and so US, right? Even if you're not from here, you have seen the stuff that's going on here. And I don't like it. I know some people love it. They think it's great. They love it. They're excited to see people get, beat up. And maybe that's not you because that's not me, right? And so this is a place where none of that is happening. Those things are not happening. People are being cared for and loved, and we're sharing as community. And so go up there, hit the link in my bio, put in your information. Let's get connected. So it's a 2-hour workday, 3 pieces of content. Go live and then respond to comments. Or you can also do the free copy and paste ads method. We teach you how to do all of that. You don't have to figure any of it out. You don't need any tech skills. You don't need a following. You're going to start with a brand new account, whichever social media platform. That's the only thing you got to do is pick the one you want to do it on. And that's it. All right, y'all. I am out of here. Ciao for now. Have a good night. See y'all tomorrow. Thank you for stopping by.